Good morning. We're going to get this morning rolling. My name is Mr. Buss. I'm the high school principal, and it is my honor to be here today to honor Mr. Colonel Ed Gunderson and his induction into the Golden Bears Reaching Their Dreams Hall of Fame. The Golden Bears Reaching Their Dreams program was created to recognize individuals involved in our district that support our mission of students reaching their dreams while making a positive impact on the world. Colonel Gunderson has made a tremendous impact on many lives through his decades of service and volunteerism. To further speak about Colonel Gunderson, I'd like to introduce your principal, Mr. Scott Van Ness.
Good morning, everyone. Today is a very special day for Woodland Elementary and for the Barron Area School District. We are here to celebrate someone who has given so much of himself to others, someone who has served his country, his community, and our school with his whole heart. This person is Mr. Ed Gunderson. Before Ed ever came to Woodland, he served our nation for about 26 years in the United States Air Force, retiring with the rank of colonel. During that time, he helped manage a budget of nearly $1.2 billion for the Air Force, led financial operations at 50 locations in 13 countries, and even worked twice at the Pentagon. Earlier in his career, he served in Vietnam, helped move funds safely between bases. Later, he taught leadership and supervision at Wisconsin Indian Head Technical College, helping others learn and grow as leaders. After retiring, Ed didn't stop serving. He found a new mission right here at Woodland. For nearly 2 decades, Ed has volunteered in our classrooms, especially in first grade, helping children to learn to read, to count, and to believe in themselves. Every morning, long before the school day begins, you can find him already at work, fixing a chair, making copies, restocking the snack cupboard, or sitting behind a student who needs a little extra help. He does all of this quietly and kindly, and often says that everything is his job, and he truly means it. He sees what needs to be done, and he does it. When I first spoke with Ed about this honor, he said, "That's not why I do these things." And I told him, "That's exactly why you deserve this honor." Ed shows up every single day. He is one of the first people to arrive every morning, and he's a volunteer. He has dedicated his entire life to service and has made a difference in every single community he has been a part of. It is very rare to find someone with his level of kindness, humility, and character, and I personally admire that very much. Ed, your quiet leadership and your caring heart remind us all of what it means to make a difference. You have served your country, your community, and now generations of Woodland students who will remember you long after they leave this school. So on behalf of us, congratulations on your induction into the Barron Golden Bears Reaching Their Dreams Hall of Fame. You have truly earned this honor, and we are so proud to call you part of the BASD family. Thank you, Ed.
Good morning. I'm Mrs. Comstock. I teach first grade here at Woodland Elementary School. Thank you all for coming today to celebrate Mr. Gunderson's career and commitment to service. I quickly want to mention the banner behind us. All Woodland students had a hand in making that for Mr. Gunderson, and it looks awesome. Mr. Gunderson has been lending a helping hand here at BASD for 19 years. Each year that I have shared my classroom with him as part of the volunteer program, he has met his quota of hours in the first month of school. He could at that point stop coming in to volunteer, but each year he goes above and beyond and continues to come to work with kids until the end of the school year out of the goodness of his heart. It has been a true pleasure to witness some of the best intergenerational relationships being built in my classroom through the volunteer program. Thank you, BASD, for your continuation of this partnership, and thank you to our volunteers for providing a welcome and needed service to our children. I started working with Mr. Gunderson about 11 years ago, and from that very first meeting, I felt a certain familiarity with him. You see, I was raised by 2 United States Air Force veterans, and that makes me acutely aware of the caring nature, the humility, the high level of accountability, the keen sense of responsibility, and the overall vibe of raising the bar for others around you, or in other words, helping those around you to just be better. Mr. Gunderson has demonstrated and modeled all of these qualities and more, all the while not asking for notoriety. In fact, Mr. Gunderson was quoted by saying, "I don't do any of this for recognition." We know. And that is why this is such a special day. At this time, I would like to invite our first student speaker up here, Ethan Ovsak, and he has written a little speech for us. He's a third grader here at Woodland Elementary School.
Mr. Gunderson, thank you for helping us in first grade math. Thank you for making our brains bigger and smarter. Thank you for serving our country and Thank you for making our brains bigger and smarter. Thank you for serving our country and our school. We appreciate you.
Our second student speaker today is also a third grader here at Woodland Elementary. Come on up, Rudin Matthews.
When I was in first grade, Mr. Gunderson helped me learn multiplication and division. He was a good teacher. I liked doing flashcards and solving tricky questions. He was nice when we worked together. Mr. Gunderson, thank you for helping me with my math. Thank you for being so kind to us in first grade.
Mr. Gunderson is the kind of human who never seeks the spotlight, never asks for recognition, and would rather let his actions speak louder than his name. But sometimes, to honor someone properly, we must say out loud what he would prefer to remain unspoken. So while he may not ask for credit, we choose to give it, not with fanfare, but with meaning. Using the last letters of his name, we tell the story that he would never tell himself. So if I could have my 9 letter holders coming up at this time. G, guided by purpose, working always for the greater good. U, unwavering in service, both in duty and in heart. N, never seeking praise, yet deeply deserving it. D, dedicated to service, defended freedom in uniform, and now devoting time to hope and learning for children. E, every moment spent with purpose and generosity. Every child feels seen, safe, and supported in his care. R, respected not just for what he's done in military rank, but for who he is as a person. S, selfless in spirit, always lifting others without seeking reward. O, offering patience, wisdom, and gentle encouragement. N, never just a volunteer, noble in all he does, a quiet hero among us. In a world that often celebrates the loudest voices and the brightest spotlights, it's people like Mr. Gunderson who remind us that true greatness is often quiet. He has never asked for applause, never sought recognition, and yet through his service, his character, and his unwavering humility, he has earned our deepest respect. Thank you, Mr. Gunderson, for being a true example of what it means to serve, with honor, without expectation, and with a heart full of courage. this time we're going to ask all Woodland students to stand up so we can sing the song we've been working on.
Okay, and at this time, we would like to introduce you to Mr. Ed Gunderson. Mr. Gunderson, please come on up.
Good morning. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And I appreciate all the kind words that have been expressed, making the banner and all the work. I think I had to cut out the sheet for Mrs. Comstock so she could make this. This is an occasion I'd never imagined. To be selected for the Barron Area School District Hall of Fame is totally unexpected and greatly appreciated. I had no idea that I'd been nominated until Mr. Buss stopped by the classroom to tell me. When I consider the men and women that have been considered before me, several of whom I know or knew personally, I feel humbled in the light of their accomplishments. After 26 plus years in the Air Force and moving 12 times to 10 different locations, my wife, youngest daughter, and I moved back to Barron. I grew up on a farm and I wanted to do some crop farming, which I did for 13 years. And I also went to WITC, now Northwood Tech, for 2 years. After that, I taught some supervisory classes for WITC. As a member of the Military Officers Association of America, with the motto of never stop serving, I decided I would look into volunteering instead of continuing with WITC. I was looking for an avenue in the Barron area, and I heard about STEP. So I thought I'd give it a try. I must have liked it because 18 years later, I'm still here. When I first started in the classroom was Mrs. Connie Sprinkle. First thing she asked me is, how do you want to be dressed by the students? And I recall back when I was going to college, this guy I knew, every time he saw me, he starts singing that obnoxious Mr. Ed, the talking horse. A horse is a horse, of course, but no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. I certainly didn't want that, so I said, Mr. Gunderson. Typically over the years, one other thing before I forget, is that each year I try to talk to the students about my experience of going to a one-room country school. One teacher with grades 1 through 8 in the same room. I recall one year there were 36 students in the room. Typically over the years I've helped with reading, spelling, some math, copying, unjamming the copy machine, cutting out laminated items, setting up chairs, and fixing them if necessary. I basically did whatever is necessary to support the teacher and the students as requested by the teacher. A few years ago, I was involved in something that was outside the classroom. I was volunteering. It was with multi-age. The teacher, Mrs. Holmquist, was teaching the students about letter sounds like A, apple, E, Ed, And she told the students that she knew somebody by the name of Ed, so she asked me to come down there and prove it to them. And since that time, some of the students, when they'd see me in the hallway, would say, "Hi, Ed." I volunteered with several teachers over the years, starting out with Mr. Dave Cease, the high school biology teacher, with his water project. I think it's he has a more formal title for it, but anyway, we'd go out to Cornish Creek south of town, or the Yellow River northwest of the city, or now it's Olson Park, and do water sampling, water testing, measuring, etc. As I mentioned before, I was with Mrs. Sprinkle for several years, and then she went over to the middle school for a year, and I went with her, but then she retired. I returned to Woodland, and I was with Mrs. Stacy Lehman, and then Mrs. Lori Elwood, and then Mrs. Stacy Ulrich, Miss Mariah Greenlee, and now several years with Mrs. Beth Comstock. I admire all the teachers that I worked with. They were all dedicated and outstanding, and I enjoyed working with the teachers and the students. I also value the support I've received over the years from the Woodland principals, starting off with Mr. Steve Sprinkle, then Mrs. Jen Clemens, and now Mr. Scott Vaness, also the Woodland office staff and the custodial staff. To receive this award, nomination letters need to be submitted to the selection committee. I want to thank Mrs. Beth Comstock, Mrs. Jen Clemens, and Mrs. Denise Peterson for writing those letters on my behalf. After I was informed of my selection, I became aware that Mrs. Comstock had asked my wife, do you think he'd want to be nominated? And she said, no, he wouldn't, but I think he should be. So I just want to thank the teachers, the support staff, students, friends, and relatives that attended today, and my special guests, especially my wife, Sally, who went through a lot during my Air Force career, and she did a lot of research on my military records for this award. And our daughter, Kara and Kathy, who had to frequently leave their friends and move on to new locations and new schools, and her son-in-law, Scott. Thank you for being here today and celebrating this honor with me. I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. What a special moment this has been for our school and our community. Mr. Gunderson, on behalf of all of us at Woodland and the Barron Area School District, thank you for your years of service to both our country and our school. You have given your time, your heart, and your steady kindness to generations of students, and you make Woodland a better place every single day. So at this time, I would like to present you with this plaque as a small token of our appreciation and recognition of your induction into the Barron Golden Bears Reaching Their Dreams Hall of Fame. Students, I hope today reminded you of how one person's kindness and hard work can make a lasting difference, because you can reach your dreams too. Just like Mr. Gunderson, you can make a difference. We'll now begin releasing students back to class. We're going to start with 4th grade, since you have specials right after this. And then next, we'll have kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, and then finally 3rd grade be released. Let's give Mr. Gunderson one more round of applause before we leave.